emotions into overdrive. This is the concluding part of David Brophy's Unsung Heroes.
World-renowned conductor David Brophy has long believed in the life-affirming nature of choral singing.
It's the perfect antidote to modern life, singing in a choir in many ways, you know.
He has taken on the challenge of forming a choir made up of family carers.
I hope the choir is a place that can bring fun, pleasure, enjoyment to their lives.
1, 2, 3, go!
To date, they've performed in front of fellow family carers.
Go! Way!
And have met with some of their musical idols.
That's one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Over the coming weeks, the choir will write an original song.
We are sisters.
We are brothers.
We are wives. We are lovers.
They'll put on a special show for their families and loved ones.
Yay! Fantastic!
All before taking to the stage of the National Opera House with some of the biggest names in the Irish music industry.
I've allowed myself to be a bit more emotional with this choir than maybe any other group I've worked with.
In an attempt to share the real-life experiences of the choir with a much wider audience, Dave has come up with the brave idea of penning an original song.
One thing I've never done is I've never performed an original composition written for a choir with a choir ever before. Do you like it?
Even though the song will be written by a singer-songwriter, I do want the choir to have some sort of hand in that. I mean, it is their story after all.
And what do you think a song for this choir might be like?
Something uplifting.
Yeah.
Uplifting.
With joy.
Joy.
Yeah.
I feel quite strongly about having something hopeful in the song, because if you don't have hope, it's very hard to get through the bad parts.
So uplifting, joyful, but also hopeful.
Hopeful.
There's some hope in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to ruin this on you because I think you're trying to make us sound like a group of goody-goodies. We're not. I have hated every minute of my caring. I'm sorry. I have cared for 35 and a half years nearly. I do it because I love my daughter. There's nobody is more important to me in my life, but that is not why I care for her. I care for her because the state reneged on all responsibility for her when she was 18. There's nobody else to do it. If everybody else loves their caring, grand, but I do not, and I want to put on paper I don't.
But this is interesting for me because you all have different feelings about what you do. And the song really is taking all of that and distilling it into 3.5 minutes. If you all wrote 4 lines each, that could be something.
Them writing down their own thoughts and that finding its way into an original song, I think that would be really very powerful and very empowering for the choir.
One choir member who has plenty to contribute to the songwriting process is Hannah. The choir has given her a new lease of life as she cares for her husband of 48 years, Pat.
Tea for two and two for tea. Me and you and you and me. Pat, unfortunately, has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Here's a cup of Pat. Here's a cup of tea. Being a carer can be lonely. Even when I'm with Pat and we're laughing and we're joking, there's a little bit of Pat missing. And that's very, very sad. Life is good.
Life is very good.
We have been asked to write words for this song. That's going to be our song. So I've been thinking about that, but I would really love to know what other people are going to write.
Hannah's not the only one curious about her fellow choir members' lyric writing. Roisin has invited a small group to her home to discuss the original song.
Have you guys thought any more about writing words for the song?
My wife was paralysed from the chest down, and she had looked after me for so long, working on that, you know. So my thing was like, you have given your life to me, now I need a recipe to return it, you know.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Some, you know, because you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then another part was saying, you have given your heart to me. Now come take a part of me, I need it, you know. That kind of stuff, you know.
I started off with, where has my life gone? You are not with me anymore. I am scared and all alone. Will we make it to the end? And then I said, no, that's not what I want. I have enough of that. And then this just came. We want to sing and think no more for just 1 hour and maybe more. The notes are sweet and help us to be in our happy world that no one can see. And that now was how I felt.
Perfect. Well, I wrote a few lines, but mine is a bit darker. Today, everything is hurting, every single little thing. My heart, my soul, my every fibre. Dear God, even my will. Today, God got me through today. Tomorrow will be better, I must believe it will.
Oh, I'm just going to have to go over to you. You can sign it.
We have become very, very close friends. We're all the same, but different, because we have different situations.
It's business as usual at rehearsal, or so the choir thinks. Little do they realise that they're about to meet the singer-songwriter with the challenging task of bringing their original song to life.
That piece is going to be fantastic, it really is. OK, we have a special guest here this morning. Singer-song... Who did you say? ABBA? No, it's not ABBA. No. His name is John Spillane, so I would like...
I got a gig, lads, I got the gig. You're all carers. How fantastic is that? I've never written a song for a choir before. Anyway, I've written a bit of a thing, and I'd like to run it by ye. The melody goes like this, anyway.
I'm confident John Spillane is the right fit for the choir, because not only is he a great singer, a great songwriter, but he's also a fantastic listener and he's a fantastic storyteller as well. And this choir need their story to be told.
Real heroes go song. Real heroes, the real heroes go song. Oh, I don't know if that's the way you want to go with it. So, what I would like to do is I would like to incorporate your words in my melody, if you thought that was all right.
I penned a few lines.
Good man.
And it's, is it love or just blind loyalty that makes us do these things?
Is it love or is it loyalty that makes us do these things? That was made for it now.
Like, we've all had a situation where we've been angry, frustrated, but yet when you turn around, no matter whether it's a child or the adult, and they do something funny, you know, it just makes your heart sing. So you're saying, though I may be angry, you make my heart sing.
Though I may be angry, you make my heart sing. Everything's fitting into my song. What about this? What about if everybody wrote down what they want to say? Give it all to me. I'll pick out the best bits. Would that work? A lot of the words that were thrown at me, they seemed to fit very naturally into the melody that I had. I clicked with the gang. We got on great, so I think I'm on the right track with the song. So that's a start now. Thank you all so much. Yeah. Of course I will, yeah.
Choir members Phil and Betty care for their eldest son, 34-year-old Jason, who has cerebral palsy. They're celebrating an important milestone this week.
One of the really special things about the choir is that we actually have a married couple, in Phil and Betty, and this year they're celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary.
There was a man who took a wife to walk beside him through his life. They walked through sunshine and through rain. They walked through pleasure and through pain.
She's very loving, very caring to Jason. Fantastic mother at home. If all the little boys and girls had the ideal mother out there like Betty, they wouldn't have any worry. She's a great mother at home, and I have to compliment her. Brilliant she is.
He's a good father and a good husband. Didn't do as much giving out now as I did, or correcting, that sort of thing, because
Together through the air, and landed on a distant shore. They walked along a golden strand. They walked together, hand in hand.
We didn't always get on, as Isabel says. Things just happened and you disagree. It's never going to be 100% lovey-dovey all the time. But we were always a team, absolutely.
Room for more? One more? Yeah, okay.
Happy man, did you? Happy man.
The choir's going well though, isn't it? The music.
Best thing ever happened.
Yeah. I am outgoing, but I suppose I'm more outgoing now that I've joined up with the choir. I'm meeting other people, and I'm meeting past carers that have lost, say, partners or lost their children. I know how lucky we are if we still have them.
The little used to have to be done, changing his nappy and feeding him that. I take it great. I just feel so humble to be able to do that.
Yeah.
He's my own flesh and blood, and look at me with a little out smile there. And, you know what I mean? I just love doing it. I love that smile. I love that smile, Daddy. I love that smile. What's that about? Out smile.
That's where Daddy took one of your chips, all right? Said you better watch it. You better watch it. You're not taking any more chips.
Now, Jason, we'll go further afield, will we? Good man.
She wore a dress of yellow gold. She was a wonder to behold, and underneath a purple sky, she was the apple of his eye.
The choir have started work on a new song, which Dave would like them to perform at a very special event.
I think this performance coming up is very special. They're going to perform for their own families, for their loved ones, for the people they care for. Well, okay, so what's clear is that you guys are sounding fantastic, really good. So I've arranged a performance that you're going to give for hopefully your family and friends who'll turn out in great force to support you. It's going to be in 2 weeks' time, and it's going to be in Johnstown Castle. Bring it on. Bring it on. Phil wants to bring it on.
With the upcoming performance in mind, Dave has given Ethna a task.
Dave has asked me to look out for a soloist for This Is Me, and I do have somebody in mind. This is me. Brilliant! Well done. Lorraine.
Yes.
Do you know that song?
Yes.
It looks like you know that song.
I do.
Would you like to take the solo at the beginning? Can we give it a go?
I have a chest infection, but I'll give it a go. I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts.
Once Lorraine opened her mouth and sang the opening line, we were absolutely all blown away.
Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are, but I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious.
Brilliant. I think we can safely say, Lorraine, it's all yours.
Dave is back at rehearsals and is equally excited at hearing Lorraine's solo. He wants to learn who she's thinking of when she sings so passionately.
Glorious.
I care for my husband Chris. He had a bit of an accident last year and he's been out of work since. So just kind of dealing with the everyday ups and downs, and it's been strange because nobody nobody knows when you can get landed in a situation like that, but you get through it. Life goes on, you have to deal with it.
And will he make it a Johnston Castle to hear you sing?
Definitely, he can't wait. He's my biggest supporter.
This is brave, this is Bruce, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
You're a legend!
After the break, the choir performs for the most important audience of all. The original song takes shape.
For me, it just captured what we do.
And a special guest drops by.
Just go sing, just go sing.
This Bloomsday, the story of Molly, the new Museum of Literature Ireland.
We have a big focus on James Joyce. He's like the beating heart of the exhibition.
Making a Museum, the story of Molly. Tuesday at 7 on RTE1 and RTE Player.
I've got a confession to make, Margaret.
What's that then, Frank?
I put the leftover vegetables in the black bin.
Oh, Frank, how could you? I never thought you were the sort.
I know, I'm so ashamed.
That's like throwing money in the black bin.
I know, it won't happen again.
You know we've started using Greenaware compostable bags in the brown bin. Honestly, Frank.
Oh, sorry, love. Fancy a makeup curdle?
Greenaware. Do bits, help lots.
Is it working?
Katie, you're on mute.
1, 2, 3, 4. Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true. Get it? And we can build this thing together. Standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. Same time tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Here we are in lockdown. Look at that big dark stripe that's coming down the top of my head. So this is my 10.01 and it's just a really quick and easy thing. Squeeze down the middle. Actually a little bit slapdash. 25 minutes. Ta-da! No roots, no disasters, no greys. Try your new tree shade at garnier.co.uk.
Get totally unlimited broadband for just $29.99 a month for 12 months.
Did you hear that?
Sign up today and you'll also get Amazon Prime Video on us for a whole year to enjoy thousands of movies, TV series and Amazon originals.
Broadcasting something.
That's Amazon Prime Video on us for a whole year with totally unlimited broadband for just $29.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-500-300 or visit air.ie.
Sounds great.
Air. Let's make possible.
Okay, who's first?
Hi, guys. I don't want to hide anymore.
With Virgin Mobile, there's nothing hidden. We'll let you upgrade whenever you want. Never lock your phone to our network, and we'll make it clear when your phone is paid off. Virgin Mobile, nothing hidden.
Get ready to fire up the grill with Fire Pit, Tesco's exclusive sizzling barbecue range. From fresh buns, salads and burgers to juicy chops, savoury sausages and crispy chicken, there's something to get every mouth watering this summer. Tesco, every little helps.
It's the day of the performance, and both family members and the Wexford Sunshine have made an appearance.
We're here for what is the choir's second performance in the heart of sunny County Wexford. Gorgeous down here today, and it's a very, very special day. Over here, my right-hand shoulder, you've got all their family and friends, the people they care for and the people who care for them, which is very important as well.
Today I'm doing the only solo. My husband Chris is here today with me and one of my close friends, Linda. I'm just praying that I don't forget the words.
Walks and all, here we are now.
Oh my God.
It's so great to see you here today. It's fantastic. You know, of course, why you're here today, to hear... Hi! How's it going? Give us a high five. Let's go high five. Yay! Fantastic. My God. Kieran, good man. I'm going to rely on you for the rest of the day, Kieran, to give us the cheers. OK, this is a song called This Is Me. The words are very important. Even the title of the song, This Is Me, I think speaks volumes for what these people in the choir do. And all these people have brought to the choir is not their problems, not their day-to-day issues. They've only brought themselves. This is me, and I want to sing, and I want to thank you guys for doing that. It's been a very special thing to witness.
I am not a stranger to the dark.
To hear Lorraine Carty like nail the solo in rehearsal, and then when she does it again, it gets better. That's kind of very special.
I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. Look out, 'cause here I come.
It was so nice to see Jane's 3 children, Ciara, Evan and Daniel there at Johnstown Castle. It was so nice to see them there, and it just struck me thinking about it afterwards. That's not something that happens, I think, very often with that family, so that was particularly special.
It's lovely to see the choir members with their families, even though we talk about the people that we care about an awful lot of the time. Like the song says, like, this is who we are.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in.
It felt fantastic, absolutely wonderful.
We are warriors.
I had my beautiful daughter Sharon and my beautiful daughter Deirdre, and I could see them clapping and cheering and looking at me and smiling, and I felt brilliant.
For we are glorious. Look out, 'cause here I come.
There's so much love flying from the choir out to their family, and there's so much love and affection going from the audience, their family members, back to the choir, you know. And to be caught in the middle of all that is an amazing thing, you know. And today was less like a concert or a performance, and more like a celebration of who they are and what they're all about, both in the choir and outside the choir, and that was very special to be part of that.
Oh, this is me.
Fantastic. Right, take a bow. Come on, you're fantastic. Legend, legend, legend. Fantastic. Yeah, I like it. Okay. And all you guys. Last one, make a long one. Wait, Phil. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Here we go. Yeah, well done. Fantastic. Now go and mingle with your family and friends and say hi to them. Well done. Great stuff. Okay, off you go. Really fantastic crowd. Everything that's infused with so much love and affection and care for each other that you don't have a heart made of stone, not to be moved by how they feel for each other, you know. That's an amazing thing to see, you know. And that's love. That's what that is. There's nothing more than that.
I'm very proud of her.
Oh, you're proud of me, man. Thank you, Joshua.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's lovely, because I don't hear it very much. Yeah, I know he thinks a lot of things, but, you know, to actually say that, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm proud of him.
High five. And shake hands.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Come on, that's what it's going to be. To see the Campbells at Johnstown Castle, knowing that they're going through such a stressful time, waiting to see if Dave is a suitable donor for daughter Jay, it was just great to see them there.
Fiona Campbell cares for her 3 children, Jay, Sam and Daniel. The family have finally received the news they've been waiting for, that husband Dave is a viable kidney donor for Jay, who's in final stage renal failure.
He got the phone call early in the morning to say that he was a match. I can feel myself starting to get emotional. And it was just the most amazing moment that the 3 of us have ever experienced.
It was the first time in the whole thing that there was any sort of good news or any sort of hope. Because all I'd been hearing was negative.
To get that news after 9 years of watching her have the life drained out of her, to finally see that we could do something about it, and for him especially to know that it could be him. It was immense. She's not feeling the best at the moment. She's tired, and obviously she's in kidney failure, so for her to have the thought that this transplant could go ahead has been tremendous for her psychologically, so I see a little spark back in her eyes.
How do you feel about the surgery?
I haven't given it a second thought, to be honest, purely and simply because it's just a means to an end. Once we get the surgery over with, you can start to recover. When I go into hospital now and I have the operation, I'm going to be off my feet for a while. And that's going to make it incredibly tough for Fiona because for the first time in all of this, she will be the sole carer for 4 of us.
I want to see a successful transplant. I want them both safe and well. And I want to see this aggressive disease go away and leave us alone and never come back again. So that's what I'd like to see for her. I want to see her get her life back.
It's been a month since songwriter John Spillane first visited the choir. He's been hard at work on the original song, and today he's back, hoping to impress the group with his efforts.
Well done, folks. Will you please welcome John Spillane?
John has been working on the original song for quite some time now, having worked with the choir and them share their experience with him, so he must be nervous to come back and give them the final version.
No pressure, John, no pressure, boy. Kathy is a carer, real heroes go unsung, caring for her father, real heroes go unsung. Her father doesn't know her or even recognize her, but she is his daughter, your sister, my brother. Who cares? Real heroes go unsung, real heroes go unsung, unsung, unsung.
One thing you have to really say about John Spillane is that there's not many songwriters who would take on this project where they've got to work and adapt their own work to fit with a group of other people and share their experiences with them. So I really respect John for that.
I think the song is absolutely amazing and it made me want to cry. I just noticed that there's no mention of spouse, husband, wife.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering if that could be incorporated.
Okay, that's all doable.
For me, it just captured what we do completely.
Well, thanks be to God.
But I find it hard. I just find it hard to see myself as a hero.
Maybe the hero isn't you, maybe the hero is the person you're caring for.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I look at what my husband goes through and I do say to him every day that he's such a warrior to be able to get up and face what he has to face and have a smile on his face a lot of the time. So, yeah, maybe the hero could be the person being cared for.
So that's another level, we call that like. Is the main gist of it in the zone? Yeah. Quit while you're ahead. Thank you so much. Thanks for the positive reaction.
While John makes the final amendments to the song, Dave has found the perfect venue in which to perform it.
Up to now, the choir really have just performed for fellow family carers and their friends and family, but I think it's really important they get their message out to a wider public. Finale performance is going to take place in, I think fittingly, the National Opera House. Imagine all you lunatics singing in the National Opera House. For the finale, I have a little bit of an idea. I'd like to add a few solos in to John's song, just to make it even that bit more personal than it already is. I mean, we all love John Spillane, but it'd be nice if someone else possibly would take a solo in the middle of this song. Maybe some of the ladies would take one, yeah. Rosie, would you? That'd be great, Rosie. And I am aware that somebody had influence on one of the lines. We are wives, we are lovers. Siobhan, did you suggest?
Well, I suggested putting spouses into it because I think a lot of us here are probably looking after spouses or have done or...
Nice idea,
So,
lovely. Would you sing that as a little bit of a solo? It'd be great if you do it.
I don't know if I could.
It'd be nice if you sang the line that came from you. I think that'd be kind of a nice thing to do, if that's possible, yeah. Sharon, I'm just thinking... I love this, like when I start talking... Scarlett. Wouldn't it be really nice if, Sharon, you sang, "We are sisters," and then one of the lads would sing the brothers?
The young lad on the end.
Now, oh, you're getting a bit of heat, Matthew.
Yeah!
You're getting a bit of heat, Jar. No way. Okay, no pressure if you really don't want to. But if you sang "We Are Brothers," but like, would that work?
I'm an only kid.
I love it. Yeah. We could try that maybe.
No bother.
Would you give it a go?
Yeah.
Woo, he's brilliant! Okay, 1, 2, 3. We are sisters.
We are brothers.
We are wives. We are lovers. We are fathers and mothers. Who cares? Great. Does it work?
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, good. Matthew and his mum Martina have been on my radar from day one at the choir, and it's not surprising. Matthew, let's cut to the absolute bleeding obvious here. You are by far the youngest person in the choir.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
So, how does that feel?
Honestly, it doesn't really make a difference because all the lads in the front row there, they all are basically young at heart themselves, so it's great crack.
It's great being in the choir because you're involved with people who know where you're coming from. They all know what it's like to care for someone.
Okay.
My husband, Eddie, was diagnosed on Matthew's 5th birthday.
Oh,
and in fact,
so young. What exactly was Eddie's diagnosis then?
well, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's initially, and over the years it's subsequently developed into Parkinson's with dementia. The couple of hours we spend in the choir, you forget about the other things that you've got to do in your life, and it is an opportunity for me and Matthew to do things together, which we never get.
17-year-old Matthew is one of 56,000 young Irish carers who selflessly look after a loved one.
I was 5 years of age when my dad got diagnosed with Parkinson's. Before that, I don't remember much, so it's always been my life, really, just dealing with him and caring for him and being there whenever he needs it.
Now, you're going to get the cake for Daddy.
What do you mean? He's not getting any, I'm having this.
I really couldn't do the caring on my own. I couldn't do it without him. And as he's grown up, he's taken on more of the role, so I rely on him tremendously.
So what, you want, a big slice, small slice, the cake? What do you want? I don't think of myself as a carer. I think I'm just supposed to do this. Obviously, a father's supposed to look after the son, but in my case, I guess, the son's looking after his father. And I don't see a problem with that at all. I wouldn't be going out saying, oh, why can't my house be like everyone else's house? It's just the way it is.
Eddie's always loved music, really. It's been his first love. You know, he's written a number of songs, and we have several recordings of Eddie's, and we quite often have a listen to them. It's bittersweet in some ways. Sometimes it's painful, but it's nice for us to play them back for Matthew. It shows him an insight into his dad that he's never actually seen himself. Eddie was a musician, he was a businessman, he was multi-talented, and it's nice for Matthew to see that aspect of him.
Not many people would have a father who would write and produce songs, so just hearing them, they've always been great.
Dad, do you know the choir that me and Mammy are taking part in? Yeah, well, the man, David Brophy, the man who's running it, he's giving me a solo.
It's brilliant for Eddie to hear that Matthew's got a solo piece in the choir. He's going to be on stage.
Yeah, gonna be singing out loud like you were, in front of a crowd. Do you proud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always wanted Matthew to be musical, so I suppose it'll be the proof that Matthew has that talent in him as well.
We are brothers. So good. What a great sound you have again. We are brothers. The back wall.
Hopefully you can say, oh, well, that's mine, that's my son there. At the end of the day, you forget about it soon enough, and it's something I can at least know myself. I did it for him, I guess.
We are brothers on your own. We are brothers. Gorgeous sound, isn't it? Really beautiful sound. You're so good. Fantastic.
With the finale just around the corner, tension is mounting.
How are you feeling about the finale? Huh? Nervous? Well, do you know what? A pep talk is what we need.
Yeah.
Will you please give a warm welcome to Davy Fitz?
I'm delighted to be here. I know what you do to help people and what you go through, and trust me, I think it's incredible. I think it's a gift to be able to help anyone, and I really mean that.
I was thrilled that Davy Fitz managed to come in and talk to the choir, just to give them a dressing room pep talk. And I suppose the things I do to try and galvanise the choir is very similar to what he must do as a GAE manager.
I often see lads before they go out, they're very uptight. And it's funny, before we play, you would think maybe before we go out in the field that I'm going to go mad and tear into the lads and we'll have a big pep talk. We actually don't. I'll tell you what we do. We actually sing before we go out. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you sing?
Purple and gold. Yeah. Up the yellow bellies. It kind of releases the lads and it lets them go, so I can kind of understand maybe how you feel here. I know if you've a big finale coming up, you know what? Just go sing, just go sing. Just go sing, that's it. Like, with the finale, I just want to wish you the very best of luck, okay? And hope everything goes. Listen, it will go well, feck it.
Coming up, the choir take to the stage of the National Opera House. There they'll perform with some very special guests, and they'll premiere their original song.
White Ladder suddenly became the biggest selling album ever in Ireland. You sold more records than U2.
That's kind of absolutely and utterly crazy. That's the truth.
David Gray, Ireland's greatest hit. Thursday at 10:15 on RTE1 and RTE Player.
The big summer save from Lidl is here. The Burke family made big savings by doing their full weekly shop at Lidl, thanks to our great range and value. Lidl's delicious 100% Irish beef burgers are just the thing for those lazy afternoons at the barbecue with the family. We're also making sure our stores are as safe as possible too. Cheers, everyone! The Burke's got everything they needed for their 100% Irish beef quarter pounders for under €7, thanks to the big summer save from Lidl. More for you.
I think the monster's back, Grandad.
Oh dear, the one-eyed fella.
No, the ginormous green slimy one.
Where is he?
I think he's under my bed.
No, nothing under here. We must have frightened them all.
The way we're connecting is changing. That's why at 3, we've removed usage limits from all-you-can-eat data. For all customers, forever. 3, make it count.
It's for women.ie. Great value car insurance for those on the go. On the web, on demand, on the go. It's time to own it.
At Electric Ireland, we're here to support over 1 million homes and businesses because we're brighter together.
Dad, how many moons does Jupiter have?
Well, Jupiter is one of the moonier of the planets. Let's see, there's Proton, Crouton, Oregano, Anagram.
79. You can't know everything, but with Vodafone Gigabit broadband, you'll be up to speed with whatever the future throws at you.
Whoa.
Get unlimited connectivity at home with Ireland's fastest growing broadband provider.
Over the last few weeks, we've all been playing our part by staying home. And together, we're making the positive impact that is needed. We've come a long way from where we started, but we've still got a way to go. That's why at AIB we have extended the payment break on loans and mortgages for an additional 3 months for those customers who need it. It's just one of the ways we're working to support you through this time. Because together, apart, we're all making the difference. Visit aib.ie/COVID-19 for more details.
It's almost 10:30 on Friday's South East Radio's Morning Mix. Now, you may remember that a few months back, David Brophy joined us on the show to speak about the new choir he was forming in Wexford. Well, they're taking to the stage of the National Opera House tonight for a special performance in front of a full house. Best of luck to David and the choir.
Where's the red carpet?
It's the day of the grand finale and the culmination of all the choir's hard work. The excitement is palpable as they begin to arrive for rehearsal.
It's such an important thing to go and sing in the National Opera House.
We're here.
And I hope that for many years to come, they sit back and go, God, I did that.
I'm going to be singing for Bill tonight. You know, that tonight is for him and anybody out there who's looked after a husband, wife or partner.
We are wives, we are lovers. Gorgeous, fantastic.
Hopefully I'll manage it. But the words, I'm just going to have to sing those with all my heart and hope they come out loud enough. Did it sound any better?
It sounded terrible.
You were no hope.
It was great. It's fantastic. Seriously, it's great.
We were all looking so well and everybody was so happy. And I remember saying to myself, how lucky am I to have this feeling.
Brophy, come here.
Brophy, come here. Brophy, come here.
Famous.
You're a real hero.
You're a good man. You're a good man. Just before we walked on stage, Matthew came over and gave me a little gift. Real heroes. Such a sweet thing to do.
Here to see Hannah Power. She's a small little lady with a big voice. She's going to be a film star. I hope she makes money.
Should be a great night. All the excitement and everything's been leading up to this, so let's hope they do themselves proud.
All of the work is done. You can either go out and be stressed about the last little bit of the chorus and this little or we can go out and just have the crack. And I'm going to go out and enjoy myself. That's all we have to do, okay? Woo!
Showtime.
I felt proud that night, really, because I just said, look, we are the carers. We're going to stand up and be counted.
Come on, Wexford.
And then out we went onto the stage and the opera house was full. And then you see your family and they're waving and they're so happy. Oh, it was magical. And David was there in front of us. And he just had us under his thumb.
Okay. Relax. Okay.
Well, those happy days, they seem so hard to find. Whatever happened to our love? It was understood. It used to be so nice, it used to be so good.
Woo! Yeah.
When you hear me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS.
My God, like I held this choir to high estimation before we even started, but they have, even tonight, surpassed themselves. Great energy about them and a desire to do good. They obviously spend their lives doing good by other people, and tonight they wanted to do good for themselves. And by God, that they do good. Well done. Anytime I establish a choir like this, I need people to help me. And we had somebody on this project with the choir here who has been absolutely fantastic. And she's given even more than I ever expected her to do. Will you show your appreciation for the fantastic Ethna Corrigan? So the first musical guest we're going to bring out is one of Ireland's foremost singer-songwriters. Will you welcome, please, the brilliant, the wonderful, the great Eleanor McAvoy!
How are you all doing? It is fantastic to be here, it really is.
And of course, you're going to be joined by the women from the choir of Unsung Heroes. And of course, this is A Woman's Heart.
heart is low. My heart is so low. As only a woman's heart can be. I think it is a particularly apt song, just about that general sort of heaviness that you get when life is just tougher than it should be. When you're caring for somebody, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 50. Let's hear the choir.
That's a very special song for women. And to be singing with her is an absolute honour. It was beautiful.
It's amazing, one last time. My heart is low. My heart is so low. It's only a woman's heart can be.
It was great to be part of it. She's such a wonderful artist, and I think all the ladies felt, yeah, we've got something to say here, let's say it.
It's only a woman's heart can know.
I think it's fair to say, even though tonight's about singing, it's also about the words. The words are so important. And the next song has words, I think, that really, really sum up this choir. It's become a kind of an anthem for the choir. There's something inside so strong.
The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become.
In some way, this choir is maybe the one group I've worked at where I probably let myself go a little bit more, and as a result, yeah, I probably allowed myself to let my guard down. I've allowed myself to be a bit more emotional with this choir than maybe any other group I've worked with.
Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough. But you know better, just look them in the eyes and say it. We're gonna do it anyway. 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 Something inside so strong. I know that I've been thinking, but you're doing me wrong, so wrong.
It's also so humbling to be in the room with people who probably have no reason to be in great form all the time, yet, despite the odds, are always in great form.
On your fire, on more.
We all did that because we are all strong people, and we are all stronger than we ever imagined.
Our next musical guest is one of Ireland's foremost musicians, and he has over 1 billion streams online. He's just come back from his second global world tour. Will you welcome, please, the wonderful Mr. Gavin James?
How are you? So every time I saw you, I got nervous, shivering and shaking at the knees. Just like every song I haven't heard yet. No, I didn't know the words in front of me.
It was so great to have Gavin James in the choir. I mean, he's such a great singer, great songs, great performer. And I know it meant so much to the choir to have him there. I mean, they'll never forget that.
So I won't say I love you if you don't. Can you please give it up for the loveliest choir of all time? You're in my head, always, always. I just got scared, always, always. It's great to be a part of something as lovely as this, with loads of lovely people who put aside all of the stuff that they do 24 hours a day, and if I can do anything to help, then it's great. Always, always, always.
He's a legend in himself. Like his songs are absolutely phenomenal. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Always.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gavin James! Woohoo!
My husband is on the fourth row, next to a blondie woman.
In a few minutes, you're going to hear a song that was never performed before until tonight, a world premiere on the stage. But it was written with a man who became very close to the choir. Will you welcome, please, the wonderful John Spillane? John came down and went into the lion's den of a rehearsal. John, tell us a bit about that experience.
They're quite saucy, like, and well able to speak up for themselves. And it was a really fabulous experience. Thank you so much. And I hope you liked the song.
Fantastic.
Kathy is a carer,
Real heroes go on song.
caring for her father.
Real heroes go
Her
on
father doesn't know her or even recognize her, but she is his daughter, your sister, my mother.
It's fair to say that when the choir sang Unsung Heroes, the atmosphere definitely changed in the room.
Real heroes go unsung.
It was amazing to watch Siobhan sing her solo in Unsung Heroes, because I know she was giving everything she could to that solo, and she definitely was thinking of Bill, who was in the audience at the time. It was kind of magical.
Listen to the carers,
We just want to
caring for the others.
wanna sing. We are sisters.
We are brothers.
We're wives. We're lovers.
I've always wanted people to be, oh well, that's Eddie's son right there. I think, well, now I have to do him justice really and be his son, I guess.
And then it comes to that point where they go, who cares? I kind of go, God, yeah, that's like, who does care?
Real heroes go unsung. Real heroes go unsung.
I think the one thing I'd like people to take away would be when the choir sings, who cares? I'd like people to look and go, I care, I actually do care. And I didn't care before now, or I didn't even know.
Real heroes go unsung.
For me, on a personal level, it shows how narrow my world is, that I didn't really think about people who care.
Real heroes go unsung.
There are 355,000 family carers in this country who do unbelievable work that goes unnoticed and largely unappreciated. Now that has to change.
Pain and through the sorrow
Comes a deeper sense of love.
Hey! Fantastic!
It's like as though I found me, and I have to say, I like me very much. I actually love me now.
Oh, I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was great. He sang really well. He surprised even me. It was just a really proud moment for me. And for Daddy.
To see the choir grow and to give, as a result, so much back to the audience is such a special achievement, and I was so glad to be here to witness it.
Well done.
Such fantastic energy you gave tonight, and I was just grateful. Honestly. This is not the finale, this is the beginning, and I hope that for many years to come, they let everybody hear their voice.
If you have been impacted by any of the issues in this programme, or if you are a family carer and need support, please contact Family Carers Ireland free phone care line 1800 24 0724, or go to their website familycarers.ie. One senator, 2 governors, 2 presidents.
I am absolutely convinced I will be